Hey guys and gals, welcome. I'm Dominic, but you can call me PokeGeekDom. I'm starting a new channel that's going to be all about the Pokemon trading card game, which will bring you the latest news, business ideas, whether you're trying to flip PSA first edition Charizards or make investments in sealed product, or you are just flipping bulk or selling bulk out of your closet in your house or your garage, whatever that may be. I'll bring you ideas about that. But then we'll also have pack openings here because let's face it, everybody loves the feeling of opening packs. I know I do. I know you do. Which leads me to the very first pack opening and probably the whole reason why you're here. I'm going to be opening this Evolutions ETB. Of course, I got the Charizard one because let's face it, that's what we really want out of here, right? So stay tuned for that. But first things first, before I get to all that, before I go through some news and catch us all up on all the latest things going on with Pokemon right now, if you want more of the latest everything that there is Pokemon, you can just scroll down, click on subscribe, click the bell, and that way, every time I upload a video, you'll be getting the latest video that I put out with all the latest information. Well, first things first, I should probably introduce who I am. I'm Dominic. I'm 35 years old. I've probably been playing Pokemon or had Pokemon in my life in some sort of way since the Game Boy games came out. I'm pretty sure I had Red as my first Game Boy game and had a friend who had Blue. We raced to try and get all 150 the first time we went through and everything. But the first time that I remember opening Pokemon trading cards, I was at a local flea market with a family member, and we both liked Pokemon, so we bought some packs. And I got 3 packs, and the first 3 packs that I opened, I got Gyarados, and Charizard. Now, at the time, I was 13 or 14, right around there, so I really had no clue how rare Charizard was. But it definitely was an easy way to get me hooked on something that I was already knee-deep in at the time, like I'm sure everyone else was. But as time went on, I probably got out of the card game, probably right around Team Rocket. I don't even think I had anything from Gym other than like some Japanese cards. I remember I was really fond of the Blaine's deck, and I had a Japanese Blaine's deck that I bought online. I really wanted to talk about what this channel means to me and why I'm creating it. I really just recently, in the last few months, started to get back into the Pokemon trading card game, and a lot of that had to do with the Logan Paul opening that kind of brought a lot of news towards it, and I was one of those people who realized that, hey, Pokemon's still around, and maybe I should look into it. The more I looked into it, the more it brought back a lot of those great feelings when I was a kid. And talking with other people brought me those same feelings of, being in the lunchroom and playing with friends and being across the table from somebody else and just, you're talking about your favorite Pokemon or trading cards or whatever it may be, and just how that connection can be made with people over something that basically started as a cartoon, or as a Game Boy game, or even as a card game for some people, depending, how you entered it. But in each way that you enter Pokemon, we all relate, and so I like to highlight that here on this channel. I also like the fact that, we all grew up, we were young, and we couldn't really afford the cards probably, so we had to beg our parents for money, and so we never really got a lot of the cards that we wanted or made complete sets or anything like that. So now that we're adults, we get to hopefully make smart decisions about how we spend our money, but we get to maybe get closer to those achievable goals of having complete sets or getting the cards that we want, whether that be like all the cards of your favorite Pokemon or something like that. This channel is also here to be a judgment-free zone. It's a place where anybody can come, and whether it be in a comment section, whether it be in a chat room, whether it be on a YouTube live, everyone should feel that they can express themselves and not be judged for it. You know, that doesn't mean that you have to agree with everything that I say or that anybody else says, but there's no reason that anybody should feel personally attacked because of that, and that's something that we'll also highlight here. And then a big thing that I am just a personal proponent of is mental health awareness. I think that depression and anxiety are things that affect a lot of people. I know myself deal with depression from time to time, and it's something that as I've gotten older, I've learned to deal with in different ways, but there are definitely plenty of people out there who suffer worse than I do. So we should always bring awareness to that, try and do everything that we can to make a difference in those people's lives, you know, however small that may be. And now for the news, here's Rayquaza. I'm your host, Rayquaza. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that. But we are getting to the news, and one of the first things we're going to talk about is the thing that everyone's talking about right now, and that's Shining Fates. Shining Fates is one of the newer sets that are going to be coming out in February 19th. It's going to be one of the most highly sought after sets, people are saying, and it's very likely the case. Just about everywhere that I've tried to pre-order Shining Fates, I've had trouble even placing pre-orders because they've already either closed them or they've already been bought out of what they think their allocation's going to be. So even having a few pre-orders, and that's my advice, is that you should put a few pre-orders at different stores around your town, just so that way if one place can't fulfill your order or it gets delayed, maybe you'll still get one at another place. So that's the best advice that I can give as far as trying to get this, because other than that, you're going to be fighting people to try and get it off a retail shelf at Walmart or Target or something like that. But either way, let's get to the details. According to this, the set will contain over 90 cards for the regular portion and over 120 cards in its Shiny Vault subset. That includes 100 Shiny Pokemon, 30 Pokemon V and V Max, and of course, Shiny Charizard V Max, which is going to be the big chase card in this set. We can look through some of the pictures here as far as some of the art that you should probably come to expect whenever you see Shining Fates come out. This is the big shiny Charizard VMAX that everybody's going to be looking for. You've got a shining Corviknight. It looks kind of cool, but probably not a big card. Shiny Dragapult V, which seems, or I'm sorry, this is the VMAX, which seems to be like one of the highlighted Pokemon for this set, as well as Shiny Toxicity V. It'd be cool if I could talk. Shiny Toxicity V. You can go down and see that there's the Shiny Crobat VMAX Premium Collection box. You got the, and here's the Shiny Dragapult VMAX again, but he gets his own Premium Collection box, and I believe those come with 7 packs. They'll come with an oversized coin, an oversized Dragapult VMAX Shiny Holo card, and then you get the Dragapult V and Dragapult VMAX, both Shinies, as cards right in there in the box. If you look down here, we can see a lot of the dates and everything. The Elite Trainer box, which, as we saw up here, it actually highlights EVV Max, which will be the promo card in that box. And then you'll also get 8 booster packs to go with that. Like I said, this will be the thing that you most likely see on the shelves in Walmart or Target or anything, but they will not be there for long. Anyone who sees them will grab them up, whether it's a scalper or just somebody trying to get it for their collection, but everybody knows how hard it's going to be to find these. So, after going through that, I guess we can move on to the next thing, which is Battle Styles. Battle Styles is really going to highlight what they call single strike and rapid strike cards. These look to be a new mechanic in the Pokemon trading card game, which will involve single strike Pokemon. Like, go down here. There's the single strike Urshifu VMAX, which it looks like with a 270 base damage. We're probably going to look at single strike Pokemon as ones that have really high damage attacks. And then if you look at the Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, pretty much the mirror version of that previous Urshifu, you see that while it has a strong attack, it's usually attacks that involve either hitting multiple Pokemon at the same time, it seems, or also like attacking a Pokemon but also retreating to the bench at the same time. So in this case, you look at his G Max Rapid Flow. You discard all energy from this Pokemon. This attack does 120 damage to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Now, when you get to choose which 2 those are, that makes damaging a bench possibly dangerous for a lot of different decks. Now, 120 damage isn't going to take out most of what's just sitting on someone's bench without damage on it, but we also have cards that just came out in Vivid Voltage, like the Telescopic Sight tool card, which could give you plus 30 damage, meaning that this Rapid Strike Urshifu would be doing 150 damage to 2 different Pokemon. Now, that's something that would be hard to deal with, especially on a Pokemon that has 330 HP. So, we're looking at cards that may actually be involved in the meta at the time and could possibly change it. You see some other cards in here. None of them are really all that great to highlight. I did think this Tyranitar, while low in HP at 230 HP, single strike Crush with a 240 base damage, seems pretty good, though you do have to discard the top 4 cards of your deck. Now, if you're playing a deck that involves, this is a bad example, but like how Mad Party uses the discard pile to his advantage, this may be a good card in a deck that's using the discard pile to its advantage. Battle Styles releases on March 19th, like I said. It'll feature over 160 cards, including the 60 Battle Style cards, 12 Pokemon V, 6 Pokemon V Max, 16 full art cards, which I'm excited to see which full art trainers will come out in this set, because I really like full art trainers. A lot of them look really great whenever we're talking about the full art cards. And 2 special energy. It will be based on blah 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 Japan set. We scroll down, you can see some of the pictures if you want to see. It looks like there'll be 2 different Elite Trainer boxes to choose from, kind of like how Sword and Shield was. The Urshifu single strike on the red box, and the Urshifu rapid strike on the blue box. Now, it looks like no matter what, you're getting 8 booster packs and most of the likewise stuff, but you get the kind of cool blue color association with the Rapid Strike, and then you get the kind of hot red color associated with the Single Strike. Looking at all the other stuff, it doesn't look like they have a booster box pictured here, but I am assuming, because this is a full set, that we will have booster boxes. Is that there's the build and battle kit, so that might be exciting whenever those come out, to see what kind of promos we might get from those. Also, when it comes to Battle Styles, just recently released just 2 days ago on PokeBeach. I should mention that a lot of my news does come from PokeBeach or PokeGuardian usually. What you have here is the 2 alternate arts that they just released, showing the single strike Urshifu VMAX, which this alternate art, full art, looks really awesome. Like, that's a really, really cool art card there, and I think that'll be, these 2 cards will probably be the 2 that are sought after, other than, maybe some really big hitter, but right now, I'm thinking it's going to be these 2, because these have some really cool art on them. I really like the art on this one. You see, the Rapid Strike Urshifu is like inside this kind of valley where he's, absorbing all the water, and all these fish and assorted Pokemon are just kind of flying around him helplessly. It's kind of a really cool looking artwork on that one too. So I'm kind of looking forward to that set, even though everybody will be really excited for Shining Fates, and they'll be going crazy trying to buy it at huge markups. I think that Battle Styles, we probably have a chance that it'll be a lot easier to find on the shelves, and I think it'll actually have more impact on the competitive meta and the trading card game in general. Maybe not the prices of things, but they can't all be winners in every way. Alright, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is tournaments, because I like the competitive side of the trading card game. I really enjoy competing with people and just playing and seeing whose deck wins out in the end. And so a lot of the time, you may see some meta discussion on this channel, but for right now, I'm just going to talk about a couple of the Pokemon sanctioned online only right now tournaments because of COVID still happening, but hopefully in the future you're watching this and COVID is like a long distant memory. But for right now, I'll talk about what we can do, and starting off, that's the Pokemon Team Challenge. This has been going on for about a month now. The Pokemon Team Challenge is essentially 4 qualifiers before March. I believe that there's another one at the beginning of February, and then there's another one on February 27th, I believe is the last day of the 4th one, at least for my local game store. And what this involves is essentially you play against people that register with your local game store. Technically, it doesn't have to be your local game store. You can actually register with any game store, I assume, within your country. Me personally, I go with my local game store. My local game store is actually Cardinal Gaming, which has a pretty large YouTube following now, but is here in Louisville, Kentucky. Shouts out to them. And Mason, he's a really cool guy, and he's been running the Team Challenge, and it's been kind of fun getting to not only watch his channel grow, and kind of feed off a bit of inspiration from that, to be honest. When you compete in the Team Challenge, you will essentially play against people who register with your local game store. You'll play 4 different qualifier tournaments, and in each qualifier tournament, whoever wins that tournament, they become one of the team players for that local game store. After the 4 qualifiers, you'll have 4 players for your team, and essentially your 4 players for that local game store will compete against other teams of 4 players from other local game stores until you have, I assume, regional leaders. But then we have our next tournament, which has not started yet. This is the Players Cup 3. Everybody probably just saw the Players Cup 2 wrap up a couple of weeks ago. That was pretty fun, to be honest. I was just getting back into Pokemon, so I was just kind of building whatever deck I could or find at the time. So the Players Cup 3 is a tournament that's going to run from January to April. I can read through some of the details here with you. It's not just about the trading card game, too. Players Cup 3 will actually be 3 separate competitions, one featuring the Pokemon trading card game, one featuring Pokemon Sword and Shield video games, and then one featuring the Pokken Tournament DX video game. So there's actually 3 different parts to the tournament. Players Cup 3, 3 different parts. I'm sure they plan them. As long as you played and you have a Pokemon ID registered to your account, you should get 50 tournament keys, kind of like the Players Cup 2 played out, and you'll use those tournament keys to essentially play against other people in tournaments, just the same way that they already are in the system. But depending on how many points you get based on those tournaments is whether or not you make the final cut to actually play in the bigger side of the tournament. I'd say right now, this is kind of like the open draw of everyone until you get to that higher up stage. But that's something I'm looking forward to competing in, and hopefully I'll see you there too. Alright guys, well, now for the part I know all of you have really been sticking around waiting for. We're going to open up this Evolutions ETB. Show you that right there. Definitely the Charizard one I wanted to get. Hope it's good luck and we get that Charizard pull. But before that, I got a little bonus for y'all. Just a couple double packs. I picked these up at a local store, but I don't have this Kangaskhan pin yet, so I'm excited to pull that regardless of what I get out of these packs. But we'll have these as a little appetizer before we get to this Evolutions ETB. So let's get right into it. First things first, I like to wear gloves whenever I open any kind of trading cards. It's not really, I mean, most people will tell you it's not really a necessity. It's not something you have to do. But for anything really big, like if I do pull a Charizard out of here or something like that, then I definitely don't want to leave any smudges on it or anything like that. Alright, now that I got my gloves on, let's get into it. Things first, I'll pull that out. I'll take a look at this Kangaskhan pin here. Kangaskhan. We'll put you off to the side. And we got a Fates Collide and a Breakpoint. Set that over there. Now another one. Another Kangaskhan. Same thing, Breakpoint and Fates Collide. Throw that down there. Alright. Yeah, let's do it like that. We'll do a little bit. I like that Gray Ninja pack art. We got two of those. Kind of a cool looking one there. Get into it. Now these are sets that I wasn't around for. I wasn't really playing at the time when these came out. So you know what? Give you that code there. I believe it's 3 pack, isn't it? We'll find out. First card is a Froakie, a Petilil, Skrelp, Corsola, Rattata, Gyarados Spirit Link, a Sizor Spirit Link, a Mawile, a Reverse Hollow Ferrothorn, and a Trevenant. Are rare. Set those off to the side. Here, I'll put those down there. Guys up there. Now let's open up Fates Collide. Oh man, I just love that feeling. I haven't opened a pack in just a little bit, and I just love opening packs. Finally get it in your hand. There we go. We got a code card. This was in reverse for some reason. Another green one. 1, 2, 3. If it's the same way. We got a Volibee, a Larvitar, a Cottony, a Coffee, Boink, Whimsicott. We got Cottony and Whimsicott in the same pack. Zygarde, Wormadam, a Reverse Hollow Grumpig. That art is really cool. I really like that art on that Grumpig. And a Carbink. So, no real luck yet. Let's hope all the luck is in the Evolutions ETB. Let's Want another breakpoint? Another green card, which I'll show you the code for. 1, 2, 3. Put in there. We got a Scoropy, Slowpoke, a Glameow. I like cats, so anything that's a cat, I'm all for. Spritzy, Shinx, not really a cat, but he looks like a cat, doesn't he? Your cat. Slowbro. We got a Slowpoke and the Slowbro in here. Aromatisse, a Tierno, a Reverse Hollow Max Potion, and another Trevenant. So far, not so good in these. I was hoping we'd at least see something good out of that pack, but like I said, I didn't have the Kangaskhan pin, so at the very least, I know that I got a good pin out of it. 2 of them, actually. Let's see. Oh, we got a white one this time, so maybe something good. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's see. We're starting off with a Deerling. Going to a Jigglypuff, a Gothita, Meowth, that's right, Snivy, Wormadam, the Evolution Spray, Almanite, Reverse Hollow Deerling, and a white Kyurem. Wow. That's really cool art on that one. Let's get a closer look at that one. There we go. Nice. We'll give him a sleeve. Deerling can go over here. Oh. Get all this bulk here together. All right. Now for the fun part. Let's get into this. Evolutions ETB. Right. 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 Rub it for good luck. Gotta rub it for good luck. Take that out. Oh, I love the way this ETB looks. It just looks really awesome. I'll be happy to add this one to my collection of empty boxes that I have. Let's pull this up. We got our little piece thing there. We don't need that. We'll take our packs out. You got your usual thing, the dice that come with your ETB, your poison and burn markers. There's the code card for the ETB if anybody wants that. You get really cool Charizard sleeves, Mega Charizard sleeves. Love to get those in my collection. And you get the energy, of course, and some dividers to go in your box. But let's get to the fun part, shall we? Right. First pack. Starting off with a green card. Go. Staryu. Colorless, Metal Energy. Growlithe. Ghastly. Charmander. Char. Charmeleon. Got Charmander and Charmeleon in the same pack. Professor Oak's Hint. Nidorino. Reverse Fairy Energy. Electrode. Electrode really teased us there. Alright. Next pack. Another green card. Guys. Starting off with a Charmander this time. Diglett. Ghastly. Caterpie. Drowsy. Blastoise Spirit Link. Misty's Determination. Oof, look at the centering on that card. Not so great at all. Poliwhirl. Reverse Hollow Clefairy. And another Electrode. I find it so funny that Clefairy switched, it became a fairy type after being colorless for so long, and now fairy type's not a thing. It's like they just don't know where to put the fairy or the dragon Pokemon. This time we got another green one. 1, 2, 3. See what we can get here. We need a little magic coming out. Vulpix, Sandshrew, Onyx, Magikarp, Fighting Energy, Energy Retrieval, Kakuna, Pidgeot Spirit Link, Reverse Hollow Deduo, and a Starmie. Starmie, your centering is Starbad on Starmie. Next pack. We got a white one finally. There we go. Code card for you. 1, 2, 3. Starting off. Machop. Growlithe. Onyx. Nidoran, the guy version. Poliwag. Super Potion. Charmeleon. Charizard Spirit Link. Reverse Hollow Misty's Determination. That's kind of nice. Oh, and the Dragonite EX full art card. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. What a pull. Let's look at the centering here. Oh, the texture on that card is just great. Oh, I love the way this card looks. You're just kind of looking up at Dragonite and he's just towering over you. But, man, centering looks good top to bottom. Left to right, it's really not that bad. At the back, ugh, it looks like it might be a little angled. Yeah. It looks like it's angled like this, almost. You know how these evolutions packs be, but still, Dragonite EX, let's get you in a sleeve, my friend. For our first big pull, a Dragonite EX. Gonna put you in a top loader 2, and just a little tip for y'all out there, not everybody uses these, but I like to. You take post-it flag, stick it on the back of your, there you go, on the back of your penny sleeve, then you can easily slide it into your top loader once you get it in there. Push it down to its right where the post-it flag is, then you can just push down on the flag and it goes right to the bottom. I see a lot of people who like to bang their cards, you know, they like to bang them on the table to get them to go to the bottom. That's not good for your cards. A lot of the time that's going to hurt the bottom edge of your card, whether it be bending or eventually causing silvering because you're banging that card down on the table and forcing it into the bottom part of your top loader. Now, I'm not going to say that it does it every time, but I just wouldn't take the chance, especially on a really nice card. But, grateful. I'm also going to put this Misty's Determination here. I'm going to take that and stick you in the sleeve. Just because I really like that card, honestly. Let's move on to our next one. Come on, pack. Alright, let's get you there. I got a green one this time, another code. Duo. Pikachu. We got our first Pikachu there. Staryu. Onix. Weedle. Pokedex. A Porygon. Pidgeot Spirit Link. Reverse Hollow Coffee. And a Doug Trio. Trio. Doug Trio. Next pack. Come on now. We need a little more. We need a little more hotness. I like that Dragonite EX, but come on. We need a little more hotness out of this ETB. Got another green tag. Got another code card. This time we got Poliwag, Dig, Seal, the Guy Nidoran, Ponyta, switch it up, Magmar, the Evolution Spray, a Reverse Hollow Starmie, which is a rare, so that's pretty nice, and an Arcanine. Actually, like, one of the Pokemon that I really like, especially from base set, was Arcanine. I used to use him in a lot of different decks, but this is obviously an updated version of what that was. We're down to 2 packs. This one's a Mega Charizard pack. Let's hope that's a little lucky. Green code card, so it can't be that lucky. Magikarp, Electabuzz, Ratatatatatatatata, Growlithe, Nidoran, the Guy version, Revive, Slowbro Spirit Link, Super Potion. Oh, we got a break card, the Machamp break card. I actually don't have any of these yet, so this is my first Machamp break card. Or I should say this is my first break card. Kinda neat. And Eradicate was our rare. I'm gonna sleeve up that Machamp. Here we go. And our last pack is a Raichu pack. Alright. Magikarp. Or, I'm sorry. I didn't do the trick. We're starting with the Magikarp, Ghastly, Sandshrew, Weedle, Tangela, Double Colorless, the Evolution Spray, Metapod, a Reverse Hollow Charmeleon. That's kind of nice. And before I do the last card, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the code card. And Electrode is what we end up on. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in and watched this video, as it was my first video I ever made, and I know plenty of improvements can probably be made, and they will be made as I get better at this process. But if you want to see more content just like this, you can click on one of these videos over here. You can subscribe, hit that bell down at the bottom to make sure you always see my videos as they come out. But until the next time I see you, stay geeky.